Yes, and we are lit and in the building. There we go. And we are lit and in the building. Welcome you guys to the Sunday Funday Mix Show with Mahogany Stylez right here exclusively on Street. I am excited to be debuting the very first episode of the Mahogany Stylez Sunday Funday Mix Show right here on Street Madness Radio. You guys, I've got an amazing, phenomenal show that I am kicking off for you today. We finna keep it real cute, real interesting right here on the Sunday Funday Mix Show with Mahogany Stylez. Again, exclusively on Street Madness Radio, Atlanta's hottest in hip hop, R&B, and independent music. I am, of course, yours truly, the princess of hip hop herself, Mahogany Stylez, and Your Majesty is in the building to bring you the best of everything independent artist related, you guys. So whether that is bringing you the hottest and dopest independent music artists across the country and all over the world for you guys to check out, I will be bringing you some of the dopest insight as an independent music artist in terms of how to grow your brand as a music artist, how to make it out here for real in these independent music artist streets. I will be bringing you guys some of the dopest guests for you guys to connect with, some of the hottest and best in the independent music business scene, so that you guys can get your fill, get your cup, and find out everything that you need to do to elevate your brand and really make it out here in these independent music artist streets. Let me give you guys a little bit of background on me. If you guys missed it last week, we kicked off a little preview of the Sunday Funday Mix Show by kicking off and bringing you guys the Mahogany Stylez Day. So shout out to everybody over at my Street Madness Radio family. Shout out the entire Street Madness Radio family. And yeah, we were able to just kick off and bring you guys Mahogany Stylez Day. So Mahogany Stylez Day last week, we were able to give you some of the hottest songs off of my Straight Style in the EP project. That being said, I am an independent music artist myself, first and foremost, rapper, songwriter, publisher, independent music artist consultant. And so your girl is well seasoned and well versed in the entertainment business for real. I got my start several years ago on, CBS Radio, working on the 106 and Park radio show, and also helping to support the 106 and Park television show. So let me not tell my age, y'all, but that gives you guys just a little bit of sneak peek and tidbit as to how long I've been out here running around in the underground music artist scene. That being said, that means I know what I'm talking about, you guys. I'm seasoned. I've seen it all. I've seen a little bit of everything. I have experienced firsthand some very highs and some very lows as an independent music artist out here. So to all the music artists out there, I'm here to educate you, put you on, brighten up your day, and make your Sunday a little bit more lit with our Sunday Funday lituation right here on the Sunday Funday Mix Show, you guys. So just a little bit of background and tea on me. As far as today's show, we are kicking off today's show by just talking some really key and critical things about understanding the entertainment business and understanding the music business as a music artist. We've talked this topic so many times. I know if you are in the business, you've definitely had this conversation at some point of your music career, for sure, for facts. I already know that. But what I want to bring you guys today is some real, true lowdown in terms of things that I don't think people speak enough about to independent music artists. And there are a couple of just focus points that I think independent music artists can just spend time focusing on and concentrating on a little bit more just to strengthen your brand, to increase your album sales, to establish your virtual and your digital brand in terms of this digital sphere and what the music business looks like from a digital scope as well. And then also we are going to be bringing our special guest, Brandon Scott of the Best Out Club, which is a music lifestyle brand. So he'll be stopping by. My guy Brandon is very well seasoned in terms of the back end of the music business, in terms of your publishing, your contracts, what your paperwork should look like. We are going to be bringing you some music from one of his artists as well for you guys to check out on my Mahogany Stylez weekly top 6 indie artist picks. So I've picked out 6 of some of the dopest independent music artists as well. And I will be dropping and playing some of their music right here today on the Sunday Funday Mix Show with Mahogany Stylez right here on Street Madness Radio. So that being said, I actually want to, before we dive into today's talk topics, we're also going to be talking about later on in the show as the world changes and we're experiencing, firsthand quarantine. We're going through a global pandemic. All of these social justice issues are heavy on everyone's hearts, minds, and spirits. And so as we watch the world change and unfold right here in front of us, we understand that the music business is also changing as well. Quickly, music artists, independent music artists, established mainstream music artists, DJs, A&Rs, labels are quickly trying to change gears and figure out how to maneuver as we go through all of these major changes right here in front of us. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that later on in the show as well. So to kick things off, you guys, I want to dive right into my Mahogany Stylez top 6 weekly picks. We're going to kick things off. This is the Sunday Funday Mix Show. I am your girl, Mahogany Stylez, the princess of hip hop. And we're going to get into this first independent music artist that I happen to love. I am such a super fan of. This particular independent music artist is a soul, pop, folk, hip hop, spoken word, whole different type of a vibe in terms of creatives. I happen to be a personal fan of hers. I love her music. I've gotten the opportunity to work with her and perform and touch the stage with her a couple of different times here in the Atlanta market. And so I want to bring you guys and introduce you Natural Onyx. She is a independent music artist here, by the way, of Atlanta, Georgia. This is her banger, Faded. You guys get into it, catch a vibe. Let me know if you are feeling it. We are lit right here in the comment section. I will shout you out if you are tuned in and watching. Again, this is Natural Onyx, Faded.
Is you faded, faded, so faded, faded. Is you faded, faded, so faded, faded. Who got me faded? Who got me faded? Who got me faded? Who got me faded? Who got me faded?
Hey.
Who got me faded?
Hey.
Who?
And the beat drop like
Who got me faded? 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 This paradise somehow related. Reality so complicated. All of this life we don't waste it. Fighting this illuminated. All of my people the greatest. Just trying to get elevated. Switch up these situations.
Let's go.
Know why them people be hating, debating, and faking all up in your face.
Hey.
Bitches need to be erased. Light it up, give you a taste.
Yeah.
Gotta do this for my race. Give it and they will embrace. Use it to heal from the hate. Not that much more we can take. Taking these breaths away. Telling my people to fight back. Gotta think smarter like Chirac. Lighting it up, we make contact. All of these leaders, I like that. Then I switch it up, fast forward. See I'm flying up, are you ready? Let's go. Better think twice before you go down that road. Can't you see the mind control? Who got me faded? Who got me faded? Who got me faded?
Hey. Let's go. It's the Sunday Funday Mix Show with Mahogany Stylez right here on Street Madness Radio. We are kicking off these Sunday vibes lit right here. Natural Onyx, Atlanta. Let's go, baby. Hey. Mahogany do. Boo. Hey,
hey. Never felt like this after a Jesse. Eyes so shifty. Open my eyes and step on this remedy. Also fighting. Sick of these niggas always debating. Secretly hating. No relation, infiltrating. What do we do with our people? Don't wanna wake up their life being sheeple. Picking that I never understand. Raising the system but like it's illegal.
Sunday Funday Mix Show right here with Mahogany Stylez, exclusively on Street Madness Radio. Let's go. Hey. Hey, hey, hey.
Backing up the extra heat, warriors, you're feeling me. Time to get down. Gorilla welfare, don't make a sound. Sirens and coppers all around, setting you up to go underground. So you can be fooled, don't be fooled. Them Hannibal lecters after you. Time to shoot. Now what you gonna do? Look at your youth and get us some truth. Cut the shit back, then get on the move. Taking the heat for these crystal seeds. If you awake, then you know what I mean. Who got me fighting? 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 Sleep and I'm faded. Eat and I'm faded. Drink and I'm faded. Wake up and I'm faded. Sleep and I'm faded. Eat and I'm faded.
Hey.
Drink and I'm faded.
Hey.
Wake up and I'm faded.
Hey.
Yo. So faded, yo. Thinking about a baby show. Cause I'm such a lady, it's so hard for me to let it go. I can't let it go, but I'm about to let you know. Be fucking with a baby, I'ma have to let this power show.
Let's go. Get at me in the comments, you guys. We are lit right here on the Sunday Funday Mix Show. I will shout you out. It's Sunday. Come turn up with me on the Sunday Funday for real. Hey, yeah. Let's go, baby. This is the Sunday Funday Mix Show, exclusively on Street Madness Radio. I am your girl, Mahogany Stylez, the princess of hip hop. You guys connect with me on social media. Get at me at Mahogany Stylez on Instagram, on Twitter. Make sure you guys connect with me. Link up with me on Facebook. Come like my official Facebook page. I do keep in touch with my fans right there and my supporters and my partners and my vendors. You guys link up with me. It's at Official Princess of Hip Hop on Facebook. And it's a lituation. It's the Sunday Funday Mix Show. This is the debut episode. Last week kicked off the preview of the Sunday Funday Mix Show with Mahogany Stylez Day. We dropped a couple of Mahogany Stylez hits for you. And if you guys are lucky and we feeling an entire vibe, I hopefully will be able to drop another Mahogany Stylez record for you guys if I'm able to, and give you guys some of that classic Princess of Hip Hop for you guys to bump on your Sunday Funday. So today, you guys, we are talking the importance of understanding the business as an independent music artist out here in this game. As a music consultant, I cross a lot of different artists at a lot of different levels, whether artists are just stepping into the game or they are established artists who are trying to advance and bring their independent music artist brand to the next level. And the things that you hear from artists day to day, and you realize that there's such a gap and a delay in terms of how much music artists do not know and understand about the music business, almost baffles me, because it's not like the information and the resources are not out there and available to you. Every day there are a slew of blogs that are published. There are slews of vendors available to artists to work with. If you are struggling with your social media presence, if you are struggling with your mixing and your mastering, there are a slew of individuals for you to reach out to. So I'm going to get into a conversation that I actually had with an artist this week, literally this week in my DM. So an artist reached out to me and said, hey, I really want you to check out my single. I literally just finished it just right now. So when he said he literally just finished it right now, I asked him before he even sent it to me. I'm like, is the record mixed and mastered? And he was like, oh, I mixed and mastered it myself. So I'm like, okay, cool. I've never heard this artist's work before. I wasn't familiar with the artist until he had reached out to me. And obviously he reached out to me for a reason, because he recognized like, hey, I would like this person to support and check out my record. Whether he knew that what I did in the entertainment business or not, he wanted to reach out to me for me to take the opportunity to take a listen to this record, brand new, fresh off the mix. You know what I'm saying? So he sent me over the record, and I listened, and dead to my life on God, you guys. Like, the record sounded a hot, disastrous mix and mastered mess. It really honestly sounded a disaster. It didn't sound like it was mixed and mastered in any capacity. So I reached back out to the artist, and I DM'd him back, and I said, yo, this record doesn't sound mixed and mastered. I thought you said you mixed and mastered the record, because he was already talking about, yo, I just finished the record. I want you to listen to it. And now I'm ready to take it to TikTok and try to make this song go viral on TikTok. So I'm like, yo, before you even take the steps to like attempt to make the song go viral on TikTok or whatever, like, you got to get the song mixed and mastered first. And as I hear the record's not mixed and mastered, homie. Like, I promise you, the record's not mixed and mastered at all. So, I told him like, yo, you should probably, if you want, I've got like literally 5 engineers I can send you right now, that are not going to tax you and bust you over the head at all in any capacity. And we'll do some really high quality mix and mastering work for you. Let me send them to you. So his response to me was like, nah, I'm self-taught, and I taught myself by watching YouTube videos or whatever, but I'm still learning. So the fact that he said, but I'm still learning, ding, 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 ding. I'm wondering why alarm bells didn't ring off for big homie. Like, yo, if you are still learning and you're ready to invest a budget into taking this song and trying to turn it into a viral TikTok video, before you even drop budget, why don't you invest in what you just said that you're still learning? If you're new to mixing and mastering, then dude, by all means, go ahead and do that. Continue to learn so you can strengthen yourself and strengthen your craft across the board. That is all good. There is never a problem there in terms of that. I encourage artists to learn all aspects of the brand and learn as many aspects of music as you possibly can. However, if you're new, my dude, just turn your record over to an engineer who is established as a professional and has been doing this shit for way longer than you obviously have, and give that engineer the record to mix and master before you even move through the steps and the channels. And there is actually, believe it or not, independent artists, there are steps. There's like actually step-by-step things that you need to follow when you are getting ready to publish a record. And so he was already ready to skip steps and kind of go from like, yo, I just dropped this song unmixed, unmastered, and now I'm ready to turn the song into a whole viral video. And I'm like, dude, it's some steps in between that you need to follow. And foremost, let's make sure we just get the record mixed and mastered properly and get it to sounding quality, perfection, so that you're able to compete with these other independent or mainstream artists that are out spending heavy dollars on making sure they're mixing and mastering their music to perfection, to get it ready for radio distribution, to get it ready to be played in the club, to get it ready to turn it into a viral video, whether on Triller, TikTok, all of these other platforms. So there's steps that independent music artists must realize, that there are steps, processes, and procedure when you are maneuvering through this business, when you are preparing to release a record. And it looks like, you guys, I just have our special guest joining us on the scene. So this is a great time to kind of just pull him into the conversation. We're here on the Sunday Funday Mix Show. I am your girl, Mahogany Stylez, the princess of hip hop. And my guest that I'm bringing through today on the debut episode of the Sunday Funday Mix Show, and shout out to my guy, I literally was able to just reach out to him this morning, and I know pull him from his very, very busy schedule to hop on and talk to you guys a little bit more about what independent music artists need to understand regarding the music business, things they need to look out for, things they need to pay attention to. My guy Brandon Scott is affiliated with the Best Out Club, which is a lifestyle and music brand. You guys make sure you go follow them on Instagram, connect with them on Twitter at Best Out Club. And introducing and bringing to the Sunday Funday Mix Show, you guys, I got Brandon Scott of the Best Out Club joining us in the building, you guys, to talk what independent music artists need to know about the business style. He coming to put you guys on and educate you a little bit on the Sunday Funday Mix Show.
Hey, Mahogany, how you
Brandon,
doing?
what's good, my guy?
Can you hear me?
Looks like it's taking a second for you to join. How you doing? I
Good.
can hear you. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, I can hear you.
I'm doing good. I'm glad I got to pull you out your busy schedule on last minute notice to pull you into the conversation today. So I appreciate you.
Yeah. I've got about 10, 15 minutes to do whatever you asked me to do. So let's get it going. I just came in and you was talking about.
I appreciate it. I respect your time.
Yeah. So
I was telling a story earlier this week. I had an independent. We got a little bit of a delay, my bad. I was telling the viewers that earlier this week, I had an independent music artist reach out to me saying that he had a brand new song that he had just finished and he wanted to take the song and turn it into a viral TikTok video. And so when he sent me the song, it was not mixed and mastered in any capacity. And so he was explaining that he was self-taught. He was teaching himself the board and how to properly mix and master. And so I was explaining to the viewers the importance of an independent artist. If that's not what you do, if mixing and mastering and the boards is not what you do, then you probably shouldn't do that. You should just turn it over to an engineer who is a professional, someone like yourself who is an engineering professional and really knows how a song is supposed to be sonically correct or sound. So can you speak to the independent artists and the viewers that are listening about like what a song is really supposed to sound like when we are preparing for a release as an independent artist?
Well, the first thing is you got to make sure that the vocals are balanced. Even on the radio, I hear sometimes like with features, I can tell the difference between the two engineers and the features because sometimes they're one, like you have a 2 Chainz feature and then another person that's doing it with his the 2 engineers, they mix different. Every engineer mix different, so you need to have at least one person to make sure everything sounds kind of like the same as far as the levels, as far as the emphasis, because every rapper sounds different and raps different, or sing or whoever. You got to have that balance to make sure not one thing is overly dominant over another thing. And that goes with as far as the beat as well. You know, sometimes we get this slapping ass beat. The beat is just crazy good, but it drowns out your vocals. So that goes for producers as well. Like you have to, like when I mix a track, I try to make sure that I get not only all the vocals tracked out, but the beat tracked out, so I can get that balance. So you can hear that nice 808, the kick, the hi-hats, and your vocals, and make sure that it's clear and people can understand what you're saying. And that's the thing about independent art. You got to be able to have that aspect. I know there.
Let me ask you a question.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but artists don't understand the difference between having your song mixed and then having it mixed and mastered. What is mastering doing in the process for the song?
The mastering is just, it's like the icing on the cake. The mastering is the part that makes everything sound polished. It is a perfect example is you go to the studio and everything sounds loud and where it's supposed to be, and then you take it and you put it in the car and it sounds totally different. The mastering part, the mastering part is the part that goes from the studio to the car. So when you take it to your car, it doesn't sound crazy. Like, oh man, it sounded so good in the studio, and then you put it in your car and it doesn't sound like it did in the studio. Because the thing about the speakers in the studio is they all have amps and they all have things like your car doesn't have a powerful enough amp to hear the bass or the tweeters. You know what I'm saying? They're just basic cars unless you got a studio in your car. But most people don't have a studio in a car, so that's I always tell it the car test. If it sounds good in the car, then your mix is good. And then if it sounds good in the car, your mix and mastering is good. Sometimes a mastering is just putting a limiter on it if the mix is good, just to give the extra boost. Mastering is very fine tuned.
So it's funny that you say that, because I always go after a record of mine is finished. I'll listen to it in the car, and then I'll go and put it on some speakers and play it in the bathroom also. So the bathroom is like my car session. And when I listen in the car, then I'll go and post up and lock myself in the bathroom and listen to it on some pretty decent speakers in the bathroom as best I can or whatever. Because the bathroom kind of gives you like that extra acoustic kind of closed in, boxed in kind of vibe, so you can really hear all of the sounds really crispy. But that's just my own personal thing that I do as an independent artist. Look, I want to ask you about the Best Out Club. Like, tell the people, what is the Best Out Club? What's your affiliation with the Best Out Club? I'm familiar with the brand. I know all of the dopeness that's coming out of the Best Out Club, but tell the people a little bit about the Best Out Club and what's going on over there.
Right now, we are a lifestyle and music brand, and basically what we do is it's kind of like a one-stop shop. Like, if you need to get mixed and mastered, I have not only myself, but a slew of people, engineers that I know that can mix and master your songs. I can do it myself, or I outsource this. I even have contacts with lawyers, people that do pub deals and publishing. It's whatever you kind of need in the music business. Photographers, videographers, you name it. You know, I can outsource it. If you need it, I can get it done for you, or I can have somebody else do it for you. I can give you the contact, and then you can go and I do my little consulting fee, and that's it. If you want me to, like, I have my main client is Marachi. Every time he comes out with a record, he sends me the record. He's like, how's the mix? How's the master? You know, he gives me a date. He gives me the date. When he wants released, I put it on all the platforms, and then that allows him just to be an artist. He doesn't worry. Have to
right.
I make sure it's, the publishing is correct, all the split sheets are correct, and things like that. Because that's very important, because you want to know how you're getting your money and when you're getting your money from, and what percentage that you have a part of the song, and that's the most important, because that's your money.
That's so important. I'm glad you brought that up. If you guys are just tuned in, I've got Brandon Scott of the Best Out Club, engineer, consultant, again, Best Out Club affiliate in the building, talking what independent music artists need to know to make sure that they are game tight to make it in the independent music artist business. And then I like the fact that you just kind of touched on publishing, and that's actually where I was going to go. You guys were giving you independent music artists the opportunity. Like I said, it's not like the resources are not out there and available. Look, we got my guy Brandon Scott right here on the line, dropping gems for you as we speak. And he just mentioned the focus and the importance of artists concentrating on their publishing and making sure that their publishing is straight so that they can get paid. Brandon, I tell people all of the time, we're not in the music game. We're in not music play scene. We're in the music business. So there should be money flowing and transactions happening throughout the music business. And it's almost like sometimes artists, and not just artists, a lot of different aspects and legs of the entertainment industry, they forget that we're in the music business, and this is a business. So talk a little bit more about the publishing side. Just dive into that a little bit deeper and give us a little bit more details on the publishing side, if you don't mind.
Well, there are several ways to get your songs published. You have like the majors, which is Sony, Warner Brothers, Universal. Um, they'll give you a pub deal, and what that basically means is they'll give you an advance. It's like a record label. They give you advance, and their job is to place so many records in that deal, and then they're going to give you a lump sum. For example, they might see your beat catalog and say, "Oh, we're going to give you 250,000 for this beat catalog, and that'll be your advance." And then their job is to get you on as many records out there as possible in a certain time frame. Say a pub deal like that's usually 2 to 3 years. So they'll say in these 3 years we're going to get you placed with so many artists, and then that will be it. And then the fine tunes of the pub deal is what are you getting back as far as after the 2-3 years, because they're going to recoup their money back just like they do as an artist. And then they're going to see, do you own your masters? What percentage of the masters do you get? Do you get 20%, 30%, 40%? It really depends on what part of the your contract. So just because you hear like when I think it was 3-4 years ago with Travis Scott signed all his publishing to, what was that, Universal? And somebody's like, well, that's a bad deal. I was like, well, I don't know the fine print, because that can basically he could probably sell it, and then he could probably own 60% of his publishing deal and not have to do all the work. That's Universal's job. And then he's set for life. Like each pub deal is different, but you got to kind of know the basics of how it works. And then as an independent artist, you have to use like TuneCore. TuneCore is good because it not only does it put your songs on the platform as a distribution, it also has its own publishing company where it helps you get your mechanicals from YouTube, from Facebook, from Instagram, from TikTok. So once, like, that's what I do. Once I put in the information through TuneCore, it goes throughout the whole spectrum. So I don't have to go to each individual company and be like, yo, register this song, this who did this. I don't have to go through Google, and it does it for me. So it's very important, because I know
we are dropping gems, guys.
It's very important because it gets kind of tedious if you don't know how to synergize your publishing. Because each company, you have to go to each company that does it. Like you have to go to Facebook, you have to go to Instagram, you have to go to YouTube, and you have to talk to them individually. So it's good to have a person that knows how to read it and get it all in one place.
Yo, I also that you also mentioned the fact that a lot of artists, and this is kind of just a little bit further back, a lot of artists don't realize that the labels have to recoup their money. I don't know if they think that like labels are just walking around like, hey, let me hand you this check. It's pretty much ultimately the way a label works is just like going to any bank and saying, hey, will you write me that, will you loan me this bread and I will pay you back, and with interest. And I think a lot of artists fail to understand that, again, we're in the business, and so every aspect and area of the business must make their money. And I also like the fact that you speak to the importance of making sure that you're able to use a resource like TuneCore to not only distribute your music, but then also to track your publishing and track your stats and keep up with where your money is coming from also. And I think, we were just touching on this earlier or whatever, like you talked about Marachi, like that working with you allows him to stay in his lane as a music artist. So again, I'm stressing to the independent music artists that are out there and tuned in and listening or whatever, if that's not what you do, stay in your lane as a music artist and get with my guy Brandon Scott, or get with me and reach out to me and connect with people that you know have the resources available to link you and plug you and connect you to. Brandon, I know that you recently did the article and the interview with Voyage ATL. You want to tell us a little bit about the Best Out Club and the Voyage ATL interview? How'd that go? Kind of what was the flow of the conversation, and where can people find that?
They can find it online. I sent you the link, right? For it. Do you have it?
I will totally drop the link. I did not realize, but I will absolutely drop the link.
Drop the link. And
I will drop it in our comment section or whatever. So yeah, what were you chopping it up? Give us a little preview so when the people go to click the link, they know what to look out for and what to catch.
It was just basically, how did I start? Where did I come from? How did I meet you and your husband and things like that? And it's basically, you know, I was working in the studio. I was a studio manager. I was started off as an intern at one of the studios here in Atlanta, and I worked up my way up to studio manager. And by the time I became studio manager, I learned pretty much everything I needed to learn from all aspects of the music business. You know what I'm saying? Like, I had to learn how to run a studio. You know, I learned how to do sessions because I was an intern, but then I also learned the business sides of having meetings and making sure the spreadsheets were right, because the studio I was running was also a management company for writers, for songwriters. And so I had to make sure that the songwriters were getting their money and make sure they signed, and make sure that when the lawyers came in, or I talked to the lawyers, that I knew what I was talking about and what they were talking about. And it was very informative about, you know, things. And, you know, for example, like, people will argue over 5% of a record. Well, you know, 5% doesn't sound a lot, but it depends on who's getting the record. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think I had a playthrough with a Beyonce record, and the producer was like, "I'm not giving Beyonce 5% of the record." I was just like, any record that Beyonce gets and you get 5%, it's going to be a major record. Like, 5%.
You're good.
You're good.
Beyonce record, dude.
Right, and
he for life.
Like, no, he was so prideful. He was like, "No, I want my." Like, I produced that whole record. I don't want to give Beyonce anything. And I was like, well, she's not going to take the record now. And it comes.
You hear that, independent music artists? If you are tuned in, that pride will get you jacked up in this business. You got to let the pride go sometimes. Make a smart business play. Make a smart business transaction. Be smart about, I think what I'm hearing you say a lot, Brandon, is like, sometimes a deal is dependent on like your future and what is the potential of the deal, and maybe how the deal can potentially change your trajectory in terms of your career. Sometimes it's the long game you got to play, especially as an independent music artist or whatever. You have to really play long game out here as an independent music artist running around. Sometimes it's smaller plays in terms of in steps of getting to that larger play that needs to be made. I know that you're busy. You've been kicking it with us for a little while, and you've really been sharing some really good insight. Like, I really appreciate the time and the knowledge that you're dropping. You have any final thoughts or takeaways or insights that you want to share with the folks before you get out of here?
Yeah, just real quick. Just make sure when you're doing it, find your own style. Groom yourself. Like, it's just like anything else. Practice makes perfect. You know, Kobe didn't get as good as he was, but like, he emulated Michael, but he added his own flavor. You know what I'm saying? He was in the gym shooting, so you have to put in the work, you have to put in the time, and you have to be patient, and you have to get used to the word no. Because I got so many no's. You're just like, oh, okay, no, well, okay, you'll find somebody's going to say yes. And especially
in this business, you know, you got to have thick skin. This isn't business for the week. And definitely doing a business where rejection is a part of the process and a part of the journey, and that's what strengthens you as an artist. I truly believe that that's what strengthens you as an artist. And again, kind of take that pride out of the equation, like you said. I love that you speak to artists taking their pride out of the equation. You know, sometimes that creative side of things or whatever will really allow or force an independent music artist to hold on to their pride. So Brandon, tell the people where they can find you. How can they connect with you? How can they connect with the Best Style Club? Where can they find you at? Let them know what's good if they want to contact you in terms of reaching out to you for resources.
The Instagram, this is at the Best Style Club on Instagram. That's pretty much, that's what I check. That's how I get. You can DM that, and that's how you get a hold of me anytime through the Best Style Club Instagram page. Just shoot that a message, and I'll get it. And then whatever you want, we could try to work out anything. Like I said, whether it's just I need to find a good lawyer, and I'll shoot you a lawyer. And that's it.
Yes. Well, y'all heard it, you guys. I appreciate Brandon Scott stopping through to kick it and chop up and enjoy a little Sunday Funday mix show right here with me on Street Madness Radio. You guys make sure you, again, get connected with this guy, tune in, use your resources, take advantage, link up, and like I said, let him be a resource to you as an independent music artist. You guys, we are going to keep it pushing. Brandon, thank you. I appreciate you. I will sure that I drop the link to ATL in the comment section as well, so people can go check out the interview also. Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mahogany.
Appreciate it. All right, you guys, we are keeping it rocking and rolling here. I am still giving you guys Mahogany Stylez top 6 weekly independent artist picks. It is the Mahogany Stylez Sunday Funday mix show right here on Street Madness Radio. We're lit. We got a couple more minutes and a couple more records to get into, so I want to make sure that we are rocking and rolling in terms of getting all of this dope music for my top 6 weekly indie artist picks. I want to go ahead and get into this next group, you guys. I had the opportunity and pleasure of playing these young ladies' music at another one of the events that I produced, I think last year in 2019. I've got the opportunity to see these girls perform live and right here and in your face. And they are truly bringing back the definition and epitome of the female girl group. We know that it's hard out here for a girl group, and girl groups really go through ups and downs. You know, the kind of days of the girl groups are kind of slowly dying over time, and so that's why I chose the Mako Girls here by way of Atlanta, Georgia, to feature today on my Mahogany Stylez top 6 weekly indie artist picks, and this is their record Day One, Mako Girls. Follow them on Instagram at Mako Girls. Yeah.
From day one, I knew what I wanted, I had to go get it. Like a kid in a candy store, I'm greedy, not even kidding. I didn't remember what come with it. Yeah, the Instagram trolls and a couple clout chases. Man, you already know, stay humble, gain respect, bounce back, get that check. You know I'm up next, a boss in the making. A lot of y'all chit chat, but never come with that. Y'all playing games in a game, just know I ain't with that. Just know I ain't with that. From day one, I knew what I wanted, I had to go get it. Like a kid in the candy store, I'm greedy, I'm not even kidding. Had to remember what come with it. Yeah, the Instagram trolls and a couple clout chases. Man, you already know. Yeah, we staying in the fashion. People hating on my passion. Fake friends steady acting while the real ones start reacting. Keep a circle small, there we go. Friends move when I say so. Building trust like some Legos. Man, everybody on the same boat. From day one, I knew what I want. I had to go get it. Like a kid in the candy store. I'm greedy, I'm not even kidding. Had to remember what come with it. Yeah, the Instagram trolls and a couple clout chases. Man, you already know.
Yeah.
Now I'm flexing and you not. Watch me stun and watch me rock.
Yeah.
And we climbing to the top. With your lyrics, I'm on the block. Hey, remember the time you was trying to be fake? Remember the time you was throwing that shade all in my face? Bro, get out my way. I got a dream, I'ma achieve it today. Day one, I knew what I want. I had to go get it. Like
let's go. It's the Sunday Funday Mix Show right here with Mahogany Stylez on Street Madness Radio, baby, and we're lit. Hey.
At the end of the day, an artist has to fight for what they want. Cause we want it all, man. Maybe let them know one more time. Hold up. Day one, we knew what we want, we had to go get it. Like a kid in the candy store, we greedy, we not even kidding. Had to remember what come with it. Yeah, the Instagram scroll.
You already know. Yes, that was. You already know.
Let it move when I say so. Let it move when I say so. Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, you already know. I strategically picked that record, you guys, because they are rocking and rolling and representing, I think, what all you independent music artists are out here feeling as you move about and maneuver through this independent music artist scene. The grind is crazy. The streets are real. This is the Sunday Funday Mix Show with Mahogany Stylez right here on Street Madness Radio. You guys are locked and loaded and enjoying this Sunday Funday cup that is overflowing and overflowing, you guys. That being said, I'm going to get into this next record. We got Mega Evers, you guys, with a brand new record called Motherless Child. Mega Evers is by way of Seattle, Washington. So shout out to Mega Evers. You guys make sure you connect with him on social media as well. It's at Mega Evers on Instagram, on Twitter. This is his new record, Motherless Child. Let's check it out. It's a vibe.
I feel like a motherless child, alone from home.
That was the little snippet. And that was the snippet of Motherless Child. Let us see if we are able to play the full version of this song for you guys. And if not, you guys will be able to purchase this record and download it and stream it on Spotify, on Apple Music. And we'll keep it in rotation right here on on the Sunday Funday Mix Show right here on Street Madness Radio. So Mega Evers, I got you. If we do not play this record in full, I absolutely got you to the fullest extent. It looks like we're gonna have to keep it pushing on your record, which is all good. I got you because Mahogany Stylez is all about the independent music artists. I'm here to show you guys love. I'm here to make sure that we are spinning this dope independent music artist music here. Right here on the Sunday Funday Mix Show on Street Madness Radio. Let me keep it pushing. I'm going to go ahead and get into this next record, which is this Maddie Baby record. Maddie Baby is an independent music artist by way of Chicago. Definitely a whole bunch of hits up under his belt. So I will go ahead and get into this Maddie Baby record for you as well. Oh, I'm sorry, excuse me. I'm not going to get into the Maddie Baby record just yet. I'm going to go ahead and play Jada McClain. Again, Jada McClain. This is her record, Hitchhiker. This is Mahogany Stylez' top 6 weekly indie artist picks. And this is Jada McClain with her song, Hitchhiker. Shout out to all the independent music artists running around. I love you guys. Keep hustling, keep working hard.
Sounds like a highway, speeding in the motorway, always in my
It's all good, and we're still lit. It is Mahogany Stylez, the princess of hip hop, right here on the Sunday Funday Mix Show with Mahogany Stylez on the Street Madness Radio. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Looks like we had a little bit of an interruption, but we're about to get right back into my top 6 weekly indie artist picks. Let's go ahead and play back that Jada McClain Hitchhiker. That's a whole entire vibe, you guys. She's definitely out here repping for the independent music artists. Let's get into this Hitchhiker record. We got a couple of more minutes before I get out of here. Enjoy your Sunday fun day. I hope your Sunday is a vibe. I hope you guys are enjoying yourself and vibing with me. Make sure you guys get at me. We do this each and every Sunday from 4 to 5 p.m. exclusively on Street Madness Radio. Yes, you guys, that was Jada McClain, independent music artist, Soulstress. We have a couple of more minutes. We are rocking and rolling. It is the top 6 weekly indie artist picks by, of course, me, yours truly, right here on the Sunday Funday Mix Show. Of course, it wouldn't be a top 6 weekly pick. I promise you guys, if we had enough room and enough time, wasn't able to play 2 of the artists, but we will, those artists that I did not play, we will add them into rotation, and you guys will absolutely hear those independent music artists again next Sunday and the Sunday thereafter that, because we are heavy on rotation for indie artist music right here on the Sunday Funday Mix Show. So looks like I got a couple more minutes before I get out of here. Again, thank you guys. The very first episode of the Sunday Funday Mix Show was super lit, super raw. Thank you very much to my guy, Brandon Scott of the Best Out Club, for coming through and stopping by and really putting you guys on to some really good information in game that can help you strengthen yourself as an independent music artist. Again, I want to thank you guys for taking the opportunity to vibe out and spend some of your Sunday with me turning up. Again, we do this each and every Sunday right here on Street Madness Radio from 4 to 5 p.m. If you are an independent music artist and you are interested in getting featured on this show, all you have to do is shoot me an email to the Sunday Funday Mix Show at gmail.com, or again, connect with me on Instagram or on Twitter at Mahogany Stylez. Again, on Instagram or Twitter at Mahogany Stylez. And before I get out of here, you guys, it would not be a thing if I did not play a Mahogany Stylez record to keep the energy flowing and mixing. It is Sunday. I'm feeling a particular way. I like to turn up. I'm keeping it all the way turned for the rest of my Sunday. So we're going to go ahead and play this little street anthem record for you guys by me, yours truly, the Princess of Hip Hop. This is my record, I Swear. You guys, make sure you go support the record, stream it, download it anywhere that digital music is available for. I Swear, Mahogany Stylez. Yours truly, the Princess of Hip Hop. Y'all know how I get down. So make sure you connect with me each and every Sunday, 4 to 5 p.m. Make sure you support the brand, support the music, support everything I got going on over here. You guys, it's crazy. We got a lot of good stuff going on over here. So make sure you are involved, you get connected and get in tune with me so you don't miss out. You don't want to be the one trying to figure it out and see what's good. This is, again, I Swear by yours truly. The Sunday Funday Mix Show on Street Madness Radio. I swear, we lit each and every Sunday. You guys make sure you thank you for making my Sunday that much more fabulous. I'm going to definitely see you guys next Sunday, same time, same groovy place, right here on Street Madness Radio. Y'all don't miss it. We a vibe. Whew. Y'all hear that? It's the Sunday Funday takeover. See you guys next Sunday. Same groovy time, same groovy place. This is the Sunday Funday Mix Show. It's me, yours truly, the Princess Mahogany Stylez. You guys make sure you get at me on social media at Mahogany Stylez on everything. It's all love. Keep rocking and rolling. Have a wonderful, fantastic week and enjoy the rest of your Sunday Funday.